The Aaron Chair from Herman Miller, Business Week's design of the decade, and the official chair of office hockey.
Available at Chandler.
Here at the Moncton Wildcats organization, an opportunity to win a President's Cup last year, and I guess overall I just want to get some of your fondest memories of your 4 years here with the Moncton Wildcats.
Well, there's been many. Obviously, playing for the Wildcats, biggest thrill in my life. I think the first year coming in here as a rookie, 17-year-old, fresh-faced guy, didn't really know what to expect. It was always my dream to play in the Quebec League, and I finally got my opportunity with Moncton, and there's no better place to play junior than in Moncton. And I think scoring my first goal in my first game was a huge thrill for me, and the coaches gave me a great opportunity, and I ended up getting drafted to the NHL that year. So I think that was something unexpected, and for me it was great. And I think obviously last year won a President's Cup, so that was topped it all off.
And, Matt, opportunity to be captain of the Moncton Wildcats, certainly it's, you look at the list of the guys that had the opportunity to wear the C over the last 15 years, guys like David Como, Mario Cormier, Andrew Carver, just the list goes on and on of some of the great captains, Chris Cadet. How did it feel to be able to be the captain of this Moncton Wildcats organization for the time that you were here? And, it was just, and also how did it feel to be known as one of the best captains this Wildcat team has ever had?
Well, I think that's a tall order there. But the thing I remember most about that year is the group of guys that we had, the leadership group that I had around me with Randy, Zach Sill, Pierre-Marc Lassard, Mark Barberio. They were all guys who I could turn to at any time and ask them anything, and I know they would have done it for me. And I always say that the thing I miss most about playing for the Cats is the guys that I played with and the people that I met, and I'll maintain that forever. It was a special group that I got a chance to play with, and fortunately enough, I got a chance to be the captain. But like I said, that's not what I remember most. It was the relationships that I made and the friends that I made.
And we'll bring Charlie in over here. Charlie Lavigne, of course, goaltender with the Moncton Wildcats during the 07-08 season. Just a little bit of a flip-flop. Chase Snyderman wasn't able to be here tonight, and so you weren't able to be here on Sunday. So we just got to flip-flop things around. And Charlie, you came into Moncton as a free agent back in that season. And I just kind of want to get your thoughts on when you first came in from the Ontario Hockey League to Moncton. What were your thoughts?
Well, it was kind of a hard time. I didn't really have anywhere to play hockey at that time. I got released from my Ontario Hockey League team, and Danny had a bit of a connection with my assistant coach in Kitchener, and he brought me in and took me in and gave me a chance to play, which was probably instrumental in my hockey development. And I think Fabian played also a very great part in that, and probably pushing me to where I am today. Because of him, I probably wouldn't be to the level I'm at. And he really drives the goalies that come in here, and it shows today of where he is at with the Tampa Bay Lightning. And Danny's track record is quite amazing itself. But like I said, the Wildcats organization is first class, and it's probably one of the reasons every player that comes in here has a lot of success.
And I have to ask this because a lot of players from Ontario really don't know much about the Maritime area. Were you quite surprised on how well you were received here in the Greater Moncton area to the Wildcats organization?
Yeah, for sure. Coming to the Maritimes, the people here are a lot more welcoming than when you go down to Toronto. It's a lot more friendly atmosphere. It's fun for someone coming from the outside. It's probably easy to get settled in and play some hockey, and it's more comfortable. You don't have maybe not as much pressure as one of those big areas.
And of course, after your Wildcats career was done, you ended up going to play playing university hockey with Matt Eagles up there at St. Thomas, and what was that? And Randy as well. Actually, sorry, all three of you guys. Sorry about this, guys. All three of you guys had a chance to progress and move on to play university hockey in the AUS. And I guess I'll start with Randy here first. Randy, how's the adjustment been made for you? Leaving major junior hockey and going into university life.
Oh well, it's been tough. It's definitely a different league. It's different style hockey, but I like it. I accomplished a lot of good things here in Moncton. And we won the cup, and I think it was time to move on. And I think it's been a pretty good adjustment, but I think we got a long ways to go, and I'm really enjoying my time at university right now. But I mean, that's pretty much it.
And I guess same thing for you, Charlie, as well. You know, you made the adjustment to university hockey and university life outside of junior hockey. How's that experience been for you?
Well, it's been a pretty easy transition because I had to go in with Matt there. I mean, Matt was a good friend of mine, and then his father really was. I already knew him before going there, and I mean, he eased me into the situation because I went in there and I had to get most of the workload, and he said that from the start. So that takes a lot of pressure off your shoulders when you got to go in there and play most games. So the transition wasn't as hard. Probably getting used to the English school. Yeah. That was probably the hardest part of it.
And I guess, Matt, same question for you. You finished off your junior career here with the Wildcats and then moved on to actually go play hockey for your father up there at St. Thomas. First of all, how was it playing for your dad, and did he put any added pressure on you being his son?
Well, there was a lot of pressure on me my last year here, too. I think, Danny and I had a very good relationship, and he expected a lot of me. So, honestly, it might have been a little easier playing for my dad than it was playing for Danny sometimes. But obviously, we have a great relationship, and we still do. And I'm not sure what's going to happen next year with who's going to coach our team, but I know that Mike's going to be involved in some capacity, and he should be. He's a great coach, and really, if there's one thing that you can say about Mike, almost to a fault, he really cares about his players and wants to see people do well, not just a hockey player do well. So, that's something that guys might not always get along with them, but I think they know that, and I think that means a lot to them. So.
Well, guys, as always, I want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for coming by and having a few minutes for us here in the intermission. And this will be posted on the Wildcats website as well. So again, we want to thank you for taking a couple of minutes, and best of luck with your hockey careers wherever it takes you after university hockey.
Thanks for having us, Jeff.
Thank you very much.
That's Randy Cameron, Matt Eagles, and Charlie Lavigne, Moncton Wildcats alumni, all playing in the AUS now, continuing their hockey careers.